Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team, the Stanford Cardinal. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. The kickoff a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Down here for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Stanford getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. The backs got it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Takes the handoff. It's Manning. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be fourth down. A costly special teams penalty, and here comes the offense back on the field. This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags a good throw. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he get there on the ground? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. And the same runner's got it again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Across the 45 now. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Powers through the tackle. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The Tigers are in the red zone. Hand off to the single back. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And now the handoff. Fights off a defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now it's second down here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looks like Stanford will have the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out, so now you're way behind on the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Stanford.
Getting set. Here's second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the completion made. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Off target and incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, drops back. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Sort of brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. And the back now goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
So the drive stalls, the punt team on the field. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Making people miss. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap, and they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's moving out of the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Good catch made on the sideline. That's enough for a first down. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one knocked away, incomplete. Good job by the defense to end the third quarter.
Stanford 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Breaking tackles. Finding space at the 20. They bring them down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Extending the play now. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw it again. He's going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. He's going to take off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Bringing pressure. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, but to get some consolation points here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The pocket breaking down. And the sophomore making an impact play. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Second and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.